So, Diana, that's a fairly damning introduction to the workings of the fashion industry. What's your response?
Well, it may have been damning, but it's the fairness of your introduction that I question. I think you'll find that the fashion industry as a whole has been taking steps to improve things.
Such as?
Well, to take the example of sweatshops, almost all major fashion chains now make their suppliers and manufacturers sign agreements which detail the rules for fair employment, concerning everything from child labour to working hours.
If that's the case, how can we still keep hearing about the appalling conditions that workers face all over the world when producing products for multinationals? Surely it's because these agreements are not worth the paper they're printed on. It's the enforcement of these rules that fashion chains have to focus on, and companies are not doing enough on that front.
In defence of the industry, it's not easy to check working conditions in small remote factories all over the world.
Yet they seem to be able to check the quality of their displays in their shops all over the world. What the companies do is maximise their profits, not improve their workers' lives.
Yes, but remember, the suppliers are independent companies who have a contract with the fashion house. We can't be held so responsible for the way they treat their staff. Technically, they're not our workers.
OK, well, perhaps we should move on and deal with the whole size zero question. Sarah?
Indeed. And not only is this about the health of the models, but also about the psychological health of young women and men all over the world. The continual use of very thin models is harmful to young people. It leads to both men and women having a very poor body image, and I believe directly leads to the ever-increasing prevalence of anorexia and unhealthy dieting.
Well, that has always been a hard thing to prove. You mustn't forget that the slimmer look is both attractive and popular. Our own research shows that people feel more positive towards clothes that are modelled on such models rather than on people with fuller figures. Also, the clothes hang much better on a thin model. Designers want their work to be shown as well as possible, and a thinner model is perfect for that. Many designers see themselves as artists, and, you wouldn't expect to see a Picasso in a gallery with the lights turned off, would you?
Well,
that's just so irresponsible. Fashion isn't art. It's a global industry, and its imagery directly affects people's health and sense of self and identity. And at the moment, the industry is creating unreasonable and dangerous expectations in both women and men. What's even more dangerous is the immediate effect this has on the models. It's widely recognised that models frequently ruin their health in order to suit the whims of the designers and the industry.
Well, on that point, the industry is taking steps to help models look after their health. For example, we make sure that healthy food is always available at shoots and shows, and some agencies are providing health checkups. And I should say, not all thin models are unhealthy. Many of the girls are naturally just built that way.
But that's just missing the point again. What's important is not providing a few carrots at a photo shoot. I mean, it's not that kind of shallow change that I'm talking about. What you need to do is change the whole approach of the industry towards body size.
Well, on that point about deeper changes, perhaps we should now consider the effect fashion, particularly contemporary fast fashion, has on the environment.